to On The Bench TV. So I'm going live and it's very late, so I'm going to try and keep it down a little bit. But I've seen a few things today about Naby Keita and a possible move to Liverpool in January. What brought this to my attention was obviously you guys, as normal, sending me messages saying, Gaz, what's the latest for this? Well, the majority of messages that I've got today, welcome to a stream, Michael, my friend. Majority of the messages that I've received today is about Naby Keita and his possible move to Liverpool. And in the past, obviously, I have ruled out Naby Keita coming in January because Leipzig stance over it, basically. There was nothing put in place. Welcome to the stream, lads. Thank you for joining me. I see you guys have nothing better to do as well, same as me. Like I was saying, Leipzig, up until recently, their stance on it has been Naby Keita's not going anywhere. Even the other week, it was the CEO come out and said that basically Naby Keita or his representatives, his agent, if you want to call him that, hasn't approached Leipzig over an earlier move. And at the time when I first saw that, I was like, right, so that tells me that nothing's happening, if you know what I mean. And then on the other hand, I was a bit like, why has he said that Naby Keita and his agent hasn't approached them over a move? Surely, if there was no chance of it happening, he would have said, Naby Keita's not going anywhere. One, the player doesn't want to. Two, the club's not selling. He never said that, guys. So at the time, I definitely thought like it was a bit weird the way it was said. But because of my feelings on it before, if you know what I mean, and what has been said in the past, then you look at the deal, how much money was involved. There's a buyout clause, things like that. There was nothing put in place in the side of it is to say that he could come in January. It didn't look like that was going to be the case. If they dropped out of Champions League, which they have, they would need him to secure Champions League again next year. But then recently, people have been saying to me how poor his form's been. And in the reports that I've read today, I've read a few things today that says, one, Naby Keita's form's not been great. Leipzig aren't too happy with that. Two, he's falling out with the players at the club. They're distancing themselves from him, or he's distancing himself from them. So, I was looking at everyone's going. I was watching deleted scenes from Borat and that their quality. Hello lads, how are we all? Hope you're all alright. So you know, I started to dig a little bit, guys, and I'm actually starting to think that maybe Liverpool now, from what I see and what I generally do believe to it, is that Liverpool may look at Naby Keita to come in this transfer window. It looks like they, from certain reports from Build and things like that, which we know Build's not very reliable, but it's not just Build that I'm getting this from. I sent a message to someone earlier that knows his stuff about the Bundesliga, and I said, look, has Keita been playing really bad for them this year? Do you think he's giving his all and things like that? He follows the Bundesliga a lot. And he went, no, Naby Keita's definitely not as good as what he was last season that got him his move to Liverpool. He said, but it doesn't look like it's down to him just being absolute crap. It kind of would probably be similar to what we saw with Van Dijk, where Van Dijk's dip in form happened with Southampton because he wanted to move away. Then I started to add it all up like I do, guys. And I'm not saying that any of this is 100% to happen, but Naby Keita, all the reports, remember a little while ago, you guys were coming to me going, Naby Keita's pushing for a move out. And I was like, there's no evidence to suggest that. Then you see things about him training on his own over certain periods and things like that. Now all these reports coming out about that and the Build and other sources, well, other reliable journalists saying Leipzig are now willing to let Keita go for a bit more money in January. So this is all, it's all movement, guys. Whether it's 100% true, you know, I don't know. I'm the same as you guys. But the people that I talk to about these things, they seem to think that Liverpool must have been in contact with Leipzig. They don't know, obviously, but they said the fact that we're now seeing all this starting to come out, surely Liverpool have maybe gone to Leipzig and said, look, how much would it cost us to get him in January? Then that tells me that all along Keita was Coutinho's replacement. Are Liverpool looking at it along the lines of, you know, Coutinho's just gone? I think Klopp and Liverpool probably expected Coutinho to be with us at least until the summer, I would say. So then, now that he's gone, instead of going out and splashing 90 million on a Thomas Lemar or 50, 60 million on someone, we've already pretty much got Keita, haven't we? So it's just adding a bit more money to that. You know, and because of how little the fee is for a player that was as highly sought after as what Keita is, then it would make sense business-wise as well to add an extra 5-10 million on it to bring him in January. I know it's only a few months, but them few months could be critical for us getting top 4 for next season. He can't play in the Champions League, guys. So for anyone that is going, oh yeah, he'd be quality in the Champions League, he can't. I know a lot of you guys are clued up anyway, but for anyone that doesn't know whether he could play or not, he can't. So he wouldn't be available for the Champions League. But then a lot of our targets wouldn't be available for the Champions League. Tim, I just saw you say about Aubameyang there, mate. I'll get to that in a minute. I did speak about it earlier. But I will catch up with it, mate. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Ryan Khan says, if we get Keita, it proves we don't have ambition. You lose the best attacking midfielder in the world and you bring forward a deal for a holding mid. Pathetic. He's not a holding mid, though, Khan, mate. He does play anywhere in midfield. He can play holding. He can play as attacking. Keita's very good, guys. You know, I get why people have got their doubts about him, because I think you lot that have got your doubts about Keita is probably similar to how I am over Thomas Lemar, you know, where I'm like, there's nothing that says he comes into the Premier League and absolutely smashed it, which you could say that about Naby Keita as well. That's very true. He had one real standout season, but from anyone that's in the know, anyone that works in the Bundesliga and things like that, they've highly spoke about Naby Keita and saying, look, some of you guys are saying Keita is a beast. Yeah, definitely. They really do think that Liverpool have got themselves a proper talent with Naby Keita. So if it means that Liverpool were to bring forward Naby Keita's deal, would you guys be happy with that? A lot of you would go, no, I want Thomas Lemar, I want this. But what if Liverpool don't go and do that? For me, I would take Naby Keita coming early. If it's the only option we've got there, I'd much rather him to be brought forward and to be in that team, even though he can't play Champions League. He can help in the Premier League and like in the FA Cup and stuff, which means that then that gives our players rest for the Champions League game. So, you know, when people, I don't know, I've been speaking to a few people today, and people are saying like how they wouldn't be happy with this. I would take Naby Keita in January personally, and I am starting to see a lot of these rumours starting to kick up. So I'm thinking, one, it's easy reporting, like I say, because everyone knows that Coutinho's just gone. Everyone knows that apparently Liverpool are going to be after the biggest deal and all this. There's a mystery man. Maybe the mystery man's Naby Keita coming earlier. That'd be a bit of a shit surprise. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't be too happy with that. But like I say, I don't really believe all them reports anyway. I actually do believe that this could happen. If Leipzig have lowered their stance on him, and then, like I say, I thought about when their CEO spoke about it the other couple of weeks ago, and he said the player or his agent hasn't come to us over it. He's not ruling it out. That's not ruling it out. That's not a CEO saying he ain't going anywhere. That's, well, hang on a minute. I'm saying they haven't come to us over it. But if they do, maybe we'd look at it if he wants to move. And if they're not happy, if there's things that are unsettled there, maybe this could be a chance for Leipzig to say, give us an extra 10 million, you can have him now. Do you know what I mean? Is he actually streaming, says LFC lad. Does that answer it for you, mate? I am streaming. We need to compete for the title. Is being like Virgil the way they are not asked because the clubs, they are crap at the moment and they want to move as soon as possible. Yeah, that's what I think as well. Personally, I think that happens a lot. Ferno says Keita, Tamaz and Lallana. Yeah, why would Monaco drop the price of Lemar when loads of teams want him? Drew, I think exactly the same as you, mate, to be honest. We need to compete for the title. Yeah, we do. I think the title's gone this year. Unless Man City have a major fuck up in the second half of the season, which we've only played half a season. So anything's possible, but if they carry on the way they are, I can't see anyone else taking that title from them. But next year, we definitely need to compete for the title. So I agree with that one. Where was we? Yes, LFC Daz is streaming live. I don't know why people don't think I'm live streaming when I'm doing this. I talk to a lot of you guys that join in. But where I'm on my phone, it's not like when I'm on my computer. It comes up on my phone, so it's really hard for me to keep up with the chat as much as when I'm on my computer and everything. But at the moment, I've really got to do it on my phone, guys. We got too many midfielders, says Rahman. Julian Brandt, maybe, says James. He's one of the players that I think, because we were linked with him heavily in the last transfer window and have been in the past, Klopp does admire him. I think that he's a possibility. He's not going to be no record-breaking signing, is he? But he's a good player. You know, for me, I think he would end up, I'm not comparing him to Kevin De Bruyne, but he's that sort of player that he could end up being world-class one day. He's got that about him, for me, if you know what I mean. Whenever the Champions League came on in the group stage, I used to watch Leipzig closely. Keita was brilliant in the Ultimate Champions League. His dribbling was superb and his ability to track back would suit our system. Naby Keita, honestly guys, for me, it's only my opinion, but for me, he's an absolute animal and he will really change Liverpool's midfield. We need Naby Keita. He works just as hard going back as he does going forwards. He's not a holding midfielder. I saw someone had put about that on there. He can play any single position in that midfield and he is quality at all of them. So, where was we? Liverpool only actually made just over 138 million after Coutinho's team in Brazil get 1.7 million. Yeah, you're right, Paul. How are you, mate? Thank you for joining me, buddy. Yeah, and we've only just the initial fee up front that we've got from Coutinho is only is it 106 million or something? I think it is. It works out. I saw, but like I say, guys, obviously I've had the flu lately, so I'm hoping I'm not being too delirious with it. But it's not 140 million up front like what some reports were saying. Why do we not go in for Draxler if PSG don't want him, says Matthew Mead. I don't know whether Klopp's maybe looking at Draxler and going, you had your chance to come to us, but you chose to go to PSG. Now you're crying for a move. Fuck yeah, basically. I don't know, Matthew, mate. I'm not too sure with that one. What time at... I don't know what that is, mate. Remember that I sent you on Twitter, Daz, that guy, Tamaz, ever since yesterday, I'm obsessed with him. Yeah, obviously I read that earlier, didn't I? He looks good. That video he sent me, he looks like a beast, doesn't he? But obviously I ain't seen nothing else on him, buddy. I said it in the last stream, but I really hope this mystery man is Emil Forsberg. Amazing player. Forsberg is a quality player, mate. Definitely agree with you there, Garner, mate. I think he's highly rated in Germany, but I think out of Germany he's not very much... He doesn't get the recognition that he deserves, does he, I think? But yeah, he's very good. So I'd be happy for Forsberg to come in as well, mate, to be honest. Naby would be a welcome addition and will fill the hole that Coutinho left, says Genie. Yeah, I mean, the way I put it to people that was going to me earlier, no, I wouldn't be happy with Keita coming in. We know we got him in the summer and stuff, and they're not fully convinced by Naby Keita. I was like, trust me, that bloke could be the difference between top four and not top four for us this year. So I would take it. And if Liverpool aren't going to go all out for a massive signing and Naby Keita is all we can get, I would take that at the moment, guys, rather than go, no, he comes in the summer, you know. He is a quality player and he would do quality under Klopp as well. Yes, starting from Sunday, Man City will fuck up, says Michael. I hope so, guys. You know, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? And Liverpool, obviously, start that one off would be good. Who gives a fuck if Lamar is expensive? We have the money, just pay it, says Abdul Lags. Yeah. You know, I think Klopp keeps saying, doesn't he, that he's got the full backing of the owners. So, for me, obviously, if Klopp really wants Thomas Lamar, Monaco would sell to Liverpool for a good enough fee. So, if that's what Klopp wants, then that's what we should do, if you know what I mean. We need a good keeper like Oblak. Totally agree, Tim, mate. Totally agree. It's either Oblak or Alisson for me from Roma. And the fact that we've been sniffing around Roma players and we're getting linked with them makes me think that maybe there could be some truth in us going after Alisson. Oblak rumours, hit and miss with that one, guys. I don't believe what I'm saying about Oblak. Yes, it'd be on our list of transfer targets, but then you could literally say that about every team. Of course, Oblak would be on your list. Or Alisson, says Tim. Yeah, there you go. I just said that. So we're on the same wavelength, mate. It is 11:55 p.m. It is 12 o'clock here at this point, but obviously I'm a bit behind. What would you say about Butland, says Ricky? Butland's a good keeper. He's got a good future ahead of him, but I don't see Butland at the moment as a massive upgrade on what we've got at the club. So for me, if we're going to get a keeper in, it's got to be a world-class keeper. I want someone that comes in and goes, I'm the daddy. This is my spot. I'm not being dropped for the Champions League or for the cup games or whatever because I'm that bloody good. So all the other goalkeepers can jog on, because what we've got at the moment is 3 goalkeepers that can't seem to make their mind up who's best there or whatever. So that tells me that they're not good enough, which we know that anyway, don't we, lads? So yeah, for me, Butland will have a good future, but if we got Butland, then for me, it would be as a second, and I'd like to see Alisson coming above that. Oblak, number 1, but I don't think that Liverpool are going to spend over 80 million on Oblak, to be honest. But then, like I say, I didn't think Liverpool was going to spend 75 million on Van Dijk, and they did. I didn't think Coutinho was going to go this month. I thought it would be in the summer. You know, so you don't know at the moment. Like, the reason I didn't think Coutinho was going to go was because I was like, no way are Barcelona going to stump up that much money. And they bloody did. Like, the transfer market's absolutely ridiculous, and it's all about us now learning what the transfer market is now, if you know what I mean. Michael JT, I know Henson hasn't been the best, but with what he's expected from following Steven Gerrard, there's not a lot of midfielders as good and will be as good as him. Like, there was no chance he would. Tell me the centre defensive midfielder does. Oh, Saint's gone there. Jordan Henson for me. I think Jordan Henson needs to come in and not be a holding midfielder. When he comes back, put him as one of the centre mids, not holding. He could be backup holding. He doesn't do well as a holding midfielder. He's had a couple of games where I've been like, all right, that was good. But on the other hand, for me, we need a better holding midfielder. Someone that plays that role a bit better. If Naby Keita comes in January, then he could play that role. But I think Gini's being tweaked to play a bit of a holding role. He's played as centre-back now under Jurgen Klopp. He's playing as a more deep-lying midfielder at the moment. In the team, he's helping out the holding midfielders. So I think Klopp's trying to tweak him to see whether he could do a job there. And I think Gini could go on to do a job there, to be honest. I think he's got that sort of intelligence where he won't lose the ball too much there. He's got the pace and the determination to win it. You can see that he's hungry. So yeah, I think he could do a job. But really, ideally, I would love a specialist holding midfielder to come in, personally. Hendo is bad. Milner is bad. Chan is going, so we have no mids. Ox is getting there. Genie is lit, says Matthew Stewart. Yeah. Someone messaged me earlier saying Emre Can's not going to go. He's signing a contract. Liverpool have managed to persuade him. That's false, guys. There's no evidence to suggest that's happening. If Emre Can was going to sign a new contract with Liverpool, it would have happened by now. I'm pretty sure of that. Evening, Dad, says Thomas. Evening, Tom, mate. How are you, buddy? I watched the stream earlier, all in college, lol. I think I told you that then. I saw your comment earlier saying I'm watching it in college, mate. I was like, you legend. Please don't let these streams whatever get in the way of learning. But if it's nothing important, then yeah, by all means, join me and talk to me about Liverpool. Why not, guys? Ooh, his name is Colin Pascoe. All right, he puts codes out for the team, yeah. Matthew Stewart, we have Lallana. Yeah, Lallana's quality, man. Lallana will be good. He's got to get back match fit and Ian Sharp. Hey, Thomas, welcome to the stream, mate. Ricky says, hi, mate. Don't you think it was a coincidence that Coutinho was moved to midfield, then Barca came in for him? I think it was all planned from last January. Oh, Ricky, do you mean that you think that Liverpool put him in midfield to suit Barcelona? Is that what you're trying to say with that one, Ricky? I don't know, man. I don't think it was. I think Klopp saw Coutinho as a midfielder. If that's what you were saying, apologies if you wasn't. You know, maybe what you're trying to say with it is so that we can build a team in the other areas because they already knew that Coutinho was going to go. I think Liverpool and Klopp kind of knew Coutinho was definitely going, but I think they thought it was going to be in the summer, not in January. That's why now it's a bit like, let's see if we can bring Keita forward. Let's see if we can do this or whatever. But like I say, a lot of people messaged me. I've had a serious amount of messages now today since that last stream talking about Keita being the main messages, but about as well like what's going on at the moment with the transfers. Like everyone's going, you need normally obviously I tell you guys whether I think things are rubbish or true or whatever, and I seem to have a good opinion on certain things, but like I said to you at the moment, not even the journalists that do this as a living know what the hell is going on because Liverpool have plugged the holes, they've plugged the leaks at the moment. So, you know, like I say, that video earlier was kind of an update on what I believe and what I don't believe. This mystery man has got everyone, like, all, one, excited and two, panicking, I guess, because people are like, oh, God, what if it's, we're all getting our hopes up when it's this? Guys, seriously, the mystery man, put it to bed. Like, just forget about it at the moment. Cool. Whoever Liverpool do sign, we will have a signing, I believe. Whoever it is, guys, it will be a mystery anyway because it's going to be released literally like an hour before it officially comes out or whatever, because that is the way Liverpool are doing their deal at the moment. Their deals and their business and that. So it will be out of the blue. So these people aren't telling a lie that things are going on because, of course, things are going on. We're Liverpool Football Club. We got a lot of money sitting there. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to want to get players in. But what I'm saying is, these people that are talking about this, guys, and saying that there's a mystery man, but we've been told we're not allowed to talk about it. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Guys, honestly, you saw any of you that was in my stream earlier, I pulled the tomato ketchup out of the kitchen cupboard, didn't I? And I went, this is my sauce telling me. Honestly, anyone can do that. You could sit there and create a video right now, guys, right this second, saying, you know, I've been told by someone close to the club that we are doing a deal with someone, but I can't tell you who. I can't give you no details about it, but yeah, brace yourselves, guys. It's all lies, guys. It's all lies. Like, you know, if we sign someone, we sign someone. If we don't, then I'm going to be a little bit peed off because I'm going to be a bit like, right, well, really, we need a goalkeeper. I would love a holding midfielder. And I think that we need to get an out-and-out striker in. So there's 3 areas there that you can't tell me that there's not any targets out there that Liverpool could persuade to come and join us in January. I know January's tough, but we could do it, you know what I mean? 120 million euros straight up for Coutinho, says Matthew. 120 million euros. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, it confuses me all this euros talking at because people go, I say like 106 million or whatever, and then someone would go, no, it's 120. And I go, are you talking in euros or are you talking in pound or whatever? Like, it confuses a lot of people, doesn't it? Evening Michael, says Thomas. Ryan, I honestly believe Henson is the worst captain we've had in the 21st century. Doesn't have the qualities to lead one of the greatest clubs. Still think Emre needs it. Hopefully Keita will take it. Yeah, I don't know. I think Van Dijk would be captain for Liverpool within the next couple of years. I agree. I don't think Henson is good enough consistently for me to be captain, but apparently the players look up to him. Apparently the managers see something in him, captain material. A lot of the players say Henson will be one of the players that will go on to be a manager because he's brilliant at leading. So obviously what we don't see behind the scenes he's good at. But for me on the pitch, you have to be consistent. But like I say, my main era of supporting Liverpool Football Club, Steven Gerrard was captain. So I was very sport and we've been very sport to have a captain so good as that. And they don't make Steven Gerrards. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there was only one Gerrard, wasn't there? So, yeah, we have got to face the fact that we probably won't have a captain as good as Gerrard. But on the other hand, do I think Henson consistently is good enough? No, I don't. Paul says, who here wants Liverpool FC to be a maybe team and a feeder? Just look at United and City. They don't sell their best players. Liverpool have sold 7 players to Barca and Real in the past 20 years. Yeah, something that did annoy me with the Coutinho thing, I looked at it and I thought, you know, if you're like a Man United or a City or Chelsea or whatever, they only sell players when they want to sell players. Liverpool seem to be like, oh, we've had to bow down because a player wants to move and all this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for me, like, no, like Coutinho, he still had like 4 years left on his contract. You can't tell me that Liverpool couldn't have done something and said, look, it's a World Cup year. There's no way you're not going to bloody play football for us. You're staying until the summer. So I was a little bit annoyed about that side of it, but like I say, guys, I've spoke a hell of a lot about Philippe Coutinho, and he's not a Liverpool player now, and I don't want to keep talking about him because he's a bit of a bellend, and he for leaving us now, and like I say, nothing personal. He can go on and do whatever he's got to do there, but I never want to see Coutinho play football again. Not that I'm bitter or anything. LFC says, have we been linked with a mystery player? Apparently so, LFC, lad. Apparently so, but I don't believe it, mate. I think all of them are a mystery at the moment, to be honest with you. Timo Werner is alright, says Fahim Rahman. Yeah, mate. I agree. I think it'd be a quality striker. A lot of people saying about Aubameyang and that, but I've told you my views on him before. But, you know, if they can put things to bed that I saw in the past, then I'd be happy to take Aubameyang at Liverpool. Of course I would be. He's an out-and-out striker that would try and get him behind, which we're lacking at the moment. Genie for centre defensive midfielder, says Ferno. Yeah, I think Klopp's tweaking him to see how he would do. Whether that will happen, I'm not too sure, mate. Like I say, Naby Keita can play holding midfielder. Apparently, when he played holding midfielder before, he was the best holding midfielder in the league. And then he got moved to more of an attacking midfielder, like a box-to-box one. He was the best box-to-box midfielder in the league. So he can do a job there, but for me, you need someone, a proper lump, like sitting in a holding role. Someone that can win the ball in the air as well. Keita can't win the ball in the air, so that rules it out. And I think you don't want to hold Keita back. He's very good going forwards. He blitzes through teams and would suit our attack really well. James he says, not too sure about Lamar. Don't really see a 90 million price tag for him. I know he's young, but he's very one-footed. Think Brand or the other German would be better. Yeah, James, a lot of people love Lamar and would love to see that come off. I've been very doubtful because I feel like if we paid 90 million for Thomas Lamar and he comes in and he completely flops, everyone's going to go mad. So I don't know whether you should risk that amount of money on a player that isn't Premier League proven or... Like Thomas Lamar, I would like to see a good couple of seasons out of him to say, right, he's world class. It's been like it for years. He's worth that much money. Can you say that Thomas Lamar in the French league is better than what Lacazette was? And didn't Arsenal sign Lacazette for around 50? Was it 50 million? I can't remember, guys. I don't follow Arsenal, but you know what I mean. Like, there's no way that Thomas Lamar should really be going more than what Lacazette was, because Lacazette was like firing goals left, right, and centre, winning in their league. Jordan, can someone please tell me who brought about this whole mystery signing? Like, who reported this first? Says Jordan. It's everywhere, mate. You know, I don't know who was first to report it, because like I say, I've had the flu over the last couple of days, so I was a little bit like, what's all this crap about this mystery man? I wasn't really paying too much attention. I mean, I was like, really? I don't believe it. And then all of a sudden, message. My inboxes was going off. Obviously, like I say, this channel's got, it's around 500 subscribers, I think it is now on this one. My other channel's got over 2,000 subscribers. Then I've got other people that message me over football as well. So I get a lot of messages, and I got a lot of messages about it. Getting all excited, and some people was going, what do you make of it? And I was like, I've got to do a video on it, talking about it. But yeah, this one is mainly about Naby Keita joining Liverpool in January. You know, Leipzig apparently have said that they are willing to discuss this with Liverpool. Is it true? Don't know. But I wanted to know what you lot made of it. My views are I would take it. If Liverpool could get that done, I think they would try and get it done in a business sense. I think Klopp would love to get Keita in early as well. But then if Keita comes in, does that mean that then Liverpool don't go after anyone else? I don't know at the moment. I still believe that we're waiting to see whether Goretzka chooses to go to Bayern. If he ends up at Bayern, then Liverpool will get Keita and maybe someone else, or we'll get Goretzka and bring Keita forward. I don't know, but either way, imagine if Liverpool land Van Dijk this transfer window, Goretzka for the summer. I don't think he'll come in this window, but Goretzka for the summer, and we brought Keita forwards. I personally would go, all right, this window's not been too shabby, if you know what I mean. Like, that's pretty good. Keita would be perfect. Need someone in the middle. Yeah, Darren, exactly, mate. Thank you for joining me tonight, Darren. Yes, yeah, I agree. I will look for young players and hidden gems in different leagues. Daz, do it, Furno, do it, mate. Let me know what you come up with. Mane said in an interview that Keita is amazing. Yeah, I know. They're mates, and they talk to each other apparently about stuff. So yeah, it'd be good. For me, I just feel all out. If Leipzig now are saying that they would be willing to negotiate this, then I think Liverpool will try it. It's not going to be too much more money to bring him in, and we was already getting him on a good deal. If you look at the price of players and that, Naby Keita was one of the big names in the last transfer window that every club wanted, and Liverpool landed him, and we landed him for a good price. Even with all the add-ons and that, if that all come in, and even if we paid more to bring him in January, it's still lower than like what he would normally go for in today's market for me. Stream keeps pausing, just me. Should be fine, mate. I haven't had any problems, so it hasn't told me, but let me know if it's consistent with you guys. We will see the best of Mane when Naby Keita comes in. He always wanted to play with him again. Yes. What about Danny Cabellos? Says for him. You know, I think Liverpool may be pissing in a win with that one. The rumours and that, to be honest, but he's a quality player. Apparently he wants out of Real Madrid. There are reports that are coming out still today saying that he's not happy there. Do I think Liverpool go after him? He could be a target. We're looking for midfielders, so it makes sense that he would be one of them, especially if his agent are making teams aware that he's not happy at Real Madrid. Then, yeah, go for him. Is that going to be the player that Liverpool are after? I'm not too sure. I don't know at the moment. I think we're kind of waiting to see what happens with Goretzka. Like I say, you guys will have your views on it all, but my views personally is a lot depends on Goretzka. If Goretzka comes to Liverpool, then we'll wait until the summer for another signing for like the midfield or whatever. But if Goretzka, if we could get Goretzka in, if you know what I mean. But if Goretzka doesn't and he chooses Bayern, then Liverpool will go more out for a midfielder, if you know what I mean. But Goretzka's contract running out and stuff like that, even if we got to wait till summer to get him, he's a bloody good midfielder for that amount of money. It's still, obviously, it's like nothing. So, did you hear, Daz, that Monaco have dropped their asking price for Lamar? Michael, I saw that, mate, but apparently they've dropped it to around 60, 70 million. I don't believe it, mate. Monaco wouldn't accept any less than 90 million in the last transfer window. So you telling me they're going to be willing to accept 60, 70 million now for him? Unless Lamar has literally, you know, grown a third leg or whatever out of his back and he's like walking around like an idiot or whatever. I can't see Monaco all of a sudden changing and going, hang on a minute, like, yeah, we want rid of him. You know, I haven't heard that Thomas Lamar's kicking up much of a stink about moving either. They don't want to sell their main players, but it's Monaco. So they will accept a lot of money, but would they accept 60 million? I don't think they would. But really, for me, Lamar's probably worth around 50, 60 million. So in today's market. Michael Garner says, I'm going, Daz, don't want to like, but I'm up early in the morning. Keep up the good work and hope this channel has an amazing 2018 night. All you never will close. Take care, Michael, mate. Thank you for joining me as always. Yeah, definitely. If you've got to get up, mate, you've got to get up. Do you know what I mean? I've done this really late, but I wanted to get this out there. I feel like absolute shit, so I will be knocking off in a minute myself anyway. But thank you for joining as always, geezer. I just paid extra 10 million or so, get Keita in. I'm worried about the middle of the park. There's no creativity, says Darren Maguire. I'm under the same beliefs as you, mate. I think if it's an extra 10 million on top of Naby Keita, I would pay that. I would get him in now. And, you know, he's that player that we need. He's very creative. Definitely will fill a hole. Yes, he's not available for Champions League, but screw it. We'll have enough players available for Champions League. But if Naby Keita comes in January, Liverpool will look a lot stronger trying to get top 4 this year, guys. Alisson or Oblak, says Ferno. Oblak, if I got to pick out both of them, but we're not going to be able to pick. I think it's going to be Alisson. Just dropping by to let you know I'm loving the amount of vids. Keeps my updated. We'll watch this full video in the morning. Have a good one, everyone. Thank you, Mike Gamble. Thank you very much for letting me know, buddy. Honestly, for all you guys that are joining me, and a lot of you are sending me nice messages at the moment, like you, Mike, there with that one. Thank you for all the support on that, guys. Honestly, you subs mean a lot to me. Like I say, I had a lot of problems with my other channel. Can't upload on that, so I've had to start this one afresh. That's why I ain't got as many subscribers on this one. But I'll try my best, guys. I'll try my best to keep you lot updated. Like I say, I've got the flu at the moment, and I'm on a live stream with you lot at like gone midnight. So I do try my best, and I'm glad that you guys see it and appreciate it. So yeah, massive respect to all you guys as well. What's your prediction against Man City? Dad, says Tim Ward. I'm going to go over 3-2, Tim. Someone asked me that earlier. Tough question. I would love to see us give them an eye in because of what they did last time. But I think there'll be goals in this one. Hopefully, Liverpool can beat them. But City are a good bloody team, and hey, let's face it. So, Liverpool losing Coutinho, is Firmino and their head's going to be in the right place? I don't know at the moment. But we got Salah back, which is good. I'm hoping Van Dijk starts this one. If Klopp drops Van Dijk after that Everton game, then I'll be a little bit peed off. You know, I know Klopp said he's still got a lot to learn and that, the way we play and everything, and he changed his mind on the day of the Everton game to put him into the team, but I think we need to go with him. You know, he won us the game, didn't he, in the Cup, so just stick with him. The best way for a player to learn how his teammates play is to play alongside him, so keep him in there. He's not going to do any worse than what the others will do. McManaman, Owen, Alonso, Arbala, Mascherano, Suarez, Coutinho, all sold Spanish teams. I know, Paul, I know. Is Alisson or Oblak any good? Michael says. Michael, mate, they are both pretty bloody shabby. Oblak is my favourite keeper. Absolutely love Oblak, mate. He is top draw. And Alisson is really good. Really, really bloody good. You know, like I said, if I had to pick out them two, if someone said to me, look, Liverpool are about to sign a goalkeeper, they're both worth the same amount of money, who would you pick, Oblak or Alisson? I'd say Oblak. But if we can't get Oblak, then Alisson, I'll take it all day long. He's definitely an upgrade on what we've got. Donnarumma, 50 million euros release clauses in the summer if AC Milan don't make Ultimate Champions League. Says Harold. Yeah, a lot of people keep saying about him, mate, to me. You know, like I say, I haven't really watched too much on him. Not like the other goalkeepers or the other players that we've been linked with. But I really need to look into him because everyone keeps bringing him up to me. And the reason I kind of dodge some of the questions about Donnarumma is because, like I said before, I don't know too much about him, so I don't want like to make shit up, if you know what I mean. But a lot of you guys think he's quality. Fenway, we come not to pay, blocked comments. What's that all about? Someone being a dickhead, guys. Sort him out, Michael. You know what to do, my friend. We need someone to come in now and be as good as Coutinho or close. Why sign him? I'll wait for 4 years for him to fulfill his potential and want to join PSG. Yeah. I agree, man. I feel like whoever Liverpool get him, I want to get someone in that's in their prime. I don't want to get someone that's still really young because then we're going to take them to their best like we've done with Coutinho, and then Barcelona or Real Madrid or someone's going to nick them. I'm just getting fed up with that, same as you guys are. Our midfield is bang average without Phil. They do look pretty average, mate. I think our midfield is good enough to get around top 6, 5, 4 at a push, but you need to add like Naby Keita to that. You need to add someone else in there to really kickstart that, because Lallana, when he comes back fully match fit, will be quality. Ox, I think, has still got a lot of time to progress and to get the best out of him. Once he's got to his best capabilities, he'll be good as well. But at the moment, as it stands, losing Coutinho in this transfer window, we need to get someone in midfield that can do a job like Coutinho would have. because he got his death threats and people got a picture of his house and added a fire emoji on Twitter. You must be talking about Lovren, wouldn't it, mate? I think. He also threatened to kill some. I don't know what that is. Henson plays to safe. Constantly doesn't want to be that player that doesn't lose a ball. No balls, says Darren. Yeah. A lot of people talk about him doing his backwards pass, sideways passing and that, don't they? So, I get that, man. Forget exams and watch Dad, says Fahim Rahman, man. Oh, mate, yeah, you legends. You're all legends. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, please put your personal lives before watching me on the stream. But, yeah, I muchly appreciate all you guys joining me on my live streams and that. It does mean a lot because otherwise I'll just be sitting talking to my phone just for no reason. But I'm really happy that I've got you lads to talk to over all this. I get your views as well, like I say, your comments and that. You guys tell me what you think on stuff. And it's really good, do you know what I mean? I definitely... what was I going to say? I just read a comment, sorry. People need to stop telling people to subscribe to their channel because it's not accepted on our channels. Yes. I can't remember what I was saying, guys. But yeah, anyway, thank you to everyone that's joining me. But just don't let it get in the way of your personal lives, you know. I see Holgate is going to get banned for using the word... I'm not going to say that. I knew that kid was an idiot. Holgate is an idiot, and let's face it. Maybe Lallana could go into Coutinho's position. He's our most creative midfielder. Yeah, and for me as well, Darren, I think getting out-and-out striker, buying out-and-out bloody striker in that's not bloody injured like Sturridge, and literally put Firmino where Coutinho played, because Firmino is really good at opening up play. I'm going back to listen to Nirvana soon because transfer speculation bores the bollocks out of me, says Paul. Tell me about it, mate. Tell me about it. I'm coming off anyway in a minute. Streaming very stop-start tonight. Shame that you're having problems there, James Doherty, mate. Really sorry if anyone else is getting problems. Should be fine. It all says it's cushy in my end, but I am aware that obviously live streams can be patchy sometimes. Right. Well far behind all these comments. Look, you guys have gone absolutely mental in the comments tonight. I can't keep up, guys. I've got the flu. It's on my phone. It's really hard. I'm sweating one out at the moment. Good night, Darren. Yeah, good night, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to knock off, guys. Like I say, keep an eye on the Naby Keita to join Liverpool in January earlier. Because the rumours that I'm seeing maybe have some truth in it. I don't know at the moment. I'm waiting for a bit more myself. But if they are willing, then I would personally take Naby Keita in January. And like I say, if you haven't watched this live, then make sure to leave a comment down below, guys. Muchly appreciated. Let me know what you make on it. Would you take Naby Keita? Or would you just say, leave it till summer, bring him in summer, but we need to get someone else, you know. Good night, guys. Thank you for joining me, lads. You're all legends. Can you hear it in my voice? I'm really bloody ill, guys. I'm going to get off. Take it easy. If you're a Liverpool supporter and you enjoy speaking about transfer rumours, gossip, done deals, all that clever stuff, make sure to hit the subscribe button now and flick the little bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos. I've been on the bench TV. You've all been legends. Speak to you in the next one, guys.